a podcast that talks about music, movies, sports, and news. To know the people, promoting and sharing with the world a beautiful story. This is Frail Fragments Monster Closet. Hey, it's Friday, November 21st, 2025. We have a special guest today on the Monster Closet. It's Bethany Bysma?
Yes, Bysma.
Nice. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing so good. How are you guys?
Good. You're having your coffee, getting your day started in
At
true
1 o'clock.
musician form, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
True. That's so true.
Bethany has a show coming up Wednesday, November 20th at the Horseshoe Tavern. So check her out there.
Thank you so much.
Have you ever played there?
I haven't. It's my very first time. It's my very first Toronto gig.
Oh wow, well that's the best. So it's good to start at the top because that's the best bar to play in Toronto, in my opinion. And I was born in Toronto.
That's
So yeah, like it's an awesome sound system. It's really vintage. It's like hasn't been really updated since the 70s, but
Love
they just
it.
have it
What a
dialed
vibe.
in, right? And it's like very powerful.
That's great. That's what we're here for. I love it.
Yeah, so that's gonna be awesome. The show starts around 7 o'clock at night. I think I saw.
Yeah, you got it. I think doors are at 7 and the show starts at 8. I'm the first one on. I'm opening
Okay,
that
so
show.
yeah, I might be able to make it to that actually. So I'll do my best to check that show out.
Yes. Love to have you, of course.
Yeah. It'd be nice to meet you in person. And
Let's
thanks
shake
again
hands.
for doing this. Are you from Hamilton right now?
I am.
Okay.
I am from Hamilton, born and raised.
Nice.
Yes.
My brother-in-law lives in Hamilton. He's the bass player of my band, Frail, FRAGMENT'S. So yeah, we do Hamilton gigs every year for sure, and it's coming up. Like it's arrived actually, Hamilton.
It's a cool music scene, arts scene in general. It's a really, really cool city. It's a really, really cool city. You get an opportunity to see that every Supercrawl. Like I love the summer I'm sure everybody loves the summer festivals, but you really, really get to see the art of Hamilton come to life during those art crawls. The venues, I mean, it's sad to see some of these amazing venues go, but then they keep popping up. There's always a place to play live music here.
I know, at Hess Village, it's not like clubs anymore. It's bands.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's what it was like back in the day too, a little bit
Exactly.
before my time. But yeah, you just have live music down that street any given day, and then it got a little clubby. During my university years, it was definitely the club spot.
Right. And so are you working on it? What are you doing? What are your plans for the next little while musically? Is there anything you want to tell the Monster Closet audience about yourself?
We just wrapped in the studio. I've been in the studio this summer. The tracks have gone to mastering, so that's so exciting for me. I've never done that before, and it was a really, really cool learning opportunity to get in there and see these songs come to life because I'm acoustic. It's me and an acoustic guitar. So to hear them full band come to life with a great team that helped every step of the way is really, really exciting. So I'm hoping that stuff's going to come out soon. No official release date for a single, but they're in mastering, so that's really exciting.
Nice. And where did you record the album?
Studio 410, right here in town.
Okay, cool. Nice. And did you write the music?
I did. Co-wrote with Brian Mello and Paul Stevens. He's in Nashville.
Okay.
So I co-wrote the tracks with them, learned a lot, I've never co-written before. I've always been like me in my dorm room back in university, like papers all over the carpet, like I need to physically be pen and paper. I do, I mean, everybody's got their notes on their phone, but I'm such a physical pen and paper gal. So the lyric binder I have is a mess, but you kind of rifle through that and finish some stuff. So it was cool to co-write. I've never done that before. That was really nice. Because sometimes you're really close to a song. I find myself a little too close to a song. So to kind of share the story with somebody who's not right in it, the gentlemen were really great on helping me wrap that story into 3.5, 4 minutes.
Very cool. And how long have you been playing? Like, when did you start playing guitar?
I was 16 when I started playing guitar.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was 16, did the whole, the high school talent shows and stuff like that.
And you know what's really good about being an acoustic artist is it strips you away from everything else, right? So it really shows the viewer whether this person has talent or not. Like, you see there's no hiding behind an acoustic guitar, right?
Absolutely not. There's no hiding. You are so raw. You're up there by yourself. You're singing these stories, whether it's covers or originals. Like I really, really enjoy singing songs that mean a lot to me, whether I wrote them or otherwise, and there is no hiding. That's my favorite part about it, though. And I don't consider myself the most confident guitar player, but you're up there and you're doing it, and it's the vulnerability of it all and getting people in the room and being able to have those like face-to-face connections. It's cool. I mean, no disrespect to a full band. Like, that was such a wild experience for me to hear these original tracks come to life, but something about an acoustic show is extra special.
So how are you planning on doing this live? Do you have a band? Are you gonna hire musicians? What's the process behind like playing shows? Are you gonna play with a band, or do you just want to keep it real and tour acoustically, right?
I mean, the goal is a band for sure. And now with having this music coming out and being able to kind of present myself in a full band capacity, because nobody's ever heard that. I've only ever played acoustic shows. Horseshoe is going to be acoustic, but the goal absolutely is to do a full band and kind of experience that and play a full band show. I mean, I had a band in high school. We played the Stag and Does and the little bachelorette parties, and not to, like, I'm not discrediting that by any means. It's so fun to have like-minded people on stage. And again, you're all sharing this experience that only ever happens once. Like, you cannot repeat a live show twice. Every single live show you do is completely different, whether it's the same set list or not. So to be able to share that with a solid group of people on stage, I think would be really fun. So that's definitely the goal. Right now, we're doing it acoustic in the meantime.
Have you recorded anything acoustically, like an acoustic album or whatnot?
I haven't. I have not.
That would be interesting, right? I mean,
It would.
yeah, because you can do that for a lot cheaper, I think, as well, right? It's just you and a producer, essentially. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there because,
Please.
that's what I'm doing with my band. Like, our 6th studio album's coming out May 4th, but thank you. But what I want to do is I want to do a live, like my producer or my engineer was saying, hey, like, we have bands that come in here and rehearse, and I can record you guys and mic everything and mix everything. So I was thinking, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do a live album because we're playing all the time. So let's do a live album, have it mixed, and then go to a mastering house even and get it mastered. Go to like the best place or whatever you got to do. And then do that same thing, because we do acoustic shows too, because I like to be able to switch gears. And it's important to be able to switch gears. And the fact you're seeing that is awesome, right? Because not a lot of people can play acoustically. No. You can't have Tool or, just throwing bands out there, whoever it is doing an acoustic show. It's gonna be cool, but it's not gonna be the way they present their music in a heavier form, right? So it's cool to be able to do both, and especially for the consumer as well. Like, they want to be able to have variety.
You make such a good point. We actually were just in a show. I went to a show with a couple of friends in Michigan this past weekend. A gentleman by the name of Noah Gunderson, fantastic songwriter, like absolute inspiration. And most of his stuff, he travels the country by himself. So we have to pick a spot close to the border to be able to see him. But the show we just saw was full band. And it's so cool to watch both of those forms take place, or to hear the song in both ways, and the emotion still comes out and the story still comes out, whichever way that you're singing it, but to still make that connection in both forms. Like you're saying, there's some bands, the branding wouldn't always suit an acoustic show. So to be able to do that is super cool. And I have not played with a band in a very long time. So who knows how that'll go for me. I mean, it's going to be amazing. We got to be positive. But it's like so cool to know that you can do both.
It's going to work out, I think, for you, because you're feeding that vision, right? So it's kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You're going to have people that will gravitate towards you and want to work with you and that kind of thing. And it might take a while to get like a 4-piece band or whatever, but it is what it is. And you guys are going to learn from each other coming up. And once you have like those members, then it's going to be a lot easier if, one guy has to leave and you can kind of replace that person or whatever, once you're kind of like set up into that thing, right? But it's not easy being in a band. Sometimes it's worth, paying musicians to play shows with you, depending on how many shows you're doing, depending on if you're making money or not. I mean, you're a very marketable person. I've heard your music too, and it's good. Like, you're a good singer. You have passion, and you're a hard worker. And, all the power to you. I know you're going to get everything that you deserve, right? So, and I hope those are great things. And, even when times are tough, those are the things you need to go through to be better, right? So it's like,
And that's where the
if you,
stories come from for the songs.
yeah, and if you love it enough, you're gonna push through that.
Oh, absolutely. I've played shows with 4 people in the audience, and it was my mom and my brother were 2 of them. You know what I mean? Like you just whatever. But then I've also got to be on stage in larger crowds with great organizations like KWC and Theater Ancaster, and doing bigger shows with a collective group of like-minded individuals. And it's the coolest feeling in the world. Like, the coolest feeling in the world is to have the people, to be face to face with the people. They want to hear your stories. I want to hear theirs. The conversations that come out of it. That's my favorite part about this whole thing.
And you kind of answered my question for me. My next question is, why are you doing this, right? And thank you for saying that. But I want to branch off into KWC. How did that come around? That's Karaoke World Championships?
Yeah, so they're rebranding KWC Global Music Contest because this past year was the first year that they've opened an original songwriting category.
Okay.
So before, very, very branded in the karaoke world. There's a solo division, a duet division, but this past year, original tune. I submitted an original tune that has not been recorded. Well, that's a lie. We're in the process of recording, but I wrote an original with my partner who lives in BC. Long distance relationships are a kick in the pants, I'll tell you that right now. But totally worth it. And we wrote a really, really cool song. We placed second in the country in this competition, so that's so wild. But I started, thank you so much. I'm getting excited. I'm talking real fast. I started competing in 2017. I worked at a karaoke bar here in town. It's called Tracy's Place. 7 days a week karaoke around there, and they were doing the venues for Hamilton. Competed. I didn't know how big it was when I started. I was like, this is fun. I'd like to sing. Judge me. Go ahead. I'll sing. You can judge me. It's fine. And then Hamilton turned into Ontario. Ontario turned into Canada. Because of that competition, I visited countries like Finland, Norway, Panama. In 2023, I think it was 22 or 23, we placed in the second duet category and had the opportunity to compete in Panama. Wild. And you meet friends and all over the world. Again, going back to the connection in the community and the shared stories of music, which again is my favorite part. You meet people from all over the world, and then they end up joining the admin side of this competition, and they come back every year. So I'm meeting people in Finland in 2018 that I get to see again in Panama in 2023 that are from Finland, that are from Mexico, that are from Panama, that are from the States, like wherever. It's super, super cool that the people kind of found their passion in that and building their relationship with that and want to keep coming back. And I love traveling. I would have never considered visiting these countries without, not on the top, everybody's got their bucket list countries, but I'm so fortunate because these places are so cool and you meet the coolest people.
For sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are your influences? Like, who's your Mount Rushmore? Who do you have in your CD player or whatever it is on the radio?
Your Walkman.
Who do you like that we would know or the people would know? And like, who are your, passionate about that we might not know?
Yeah, I love that you said Walkman. I am old enough to know what that is. People look at me and they're like, this is cash. This is a $5 bill. I'm like, yeah, I got you. It's not all plastic around here. But in the Walkman, I'm not kidding. The CD player to my left right now has Garth Brooks in it.
Okay, cool.
Garth Brooks, my guy. I was born and raised on country music. Born and raised on 90s country. Garth Brooks, I love that man so much. I had the opportunity of seeing him in 2019, 2017, doesn't matter, too long ago. The coolest show I've ever been to. That man is so, so cool and he's so, so passionate. Whether he writes a song or he finds his own story in a song that was written by somebody else, the passion in that man, I could talk all day just about Garth Brooks. But he's up there. And Kelly Clarkson's another bigger one that's up there.
She's a good one.
She can sing like nobody's business, and you pick a genre and she'll do it. It's rude.
That's true.
It's rude. She is wild. So those are the 2 bigger names that I really, really gravitate towards. Small, I don't even want to say smaller names. I don't think Maggie Rogers is a small name, but she's a wicked writer. Cool. And I had the opportunity of seeing her in concert last year. And usually I'm at a show, I'm on my feet, I'm like toe tapping, I'm into it like everybody else. Maggie Rogers performs. I had my hands in my pockets. I was like focused. I just watched every move this girl made. It was like the most insane show. I want to do that. I want to do that. I'm just staring at the show. How do I do that? She connected it. I don't even have words. She's so rad. And then Canadian country music, always close to my heart, of course. I attended my first CMAOs this past year, which was super cool. But in the Canadian country music world, Tennille Towns is rocking. She's super, super fun. She's from out in Alberta. She writes some cool stuff. She's got a really cool tone to her voice. And she's doing the independent thing right now, which I have mad respect for. So those are my top 5 with Noah in there as well. We were talking about that show earlier.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bethany, for your insight. You can catch her all... Are you going across Canada? Or like eventually, are you going to go back? Are you going to go to BC? Or is that the plan? Or one day?
I mean, yeah. Well, again, the goal,
Yeah.
reach for the sky. The goal
Yeah.
would be to tour the country.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited that I'm in Toronto. Like I'll take Toronto, but
True.
yeah,
True.
I'm back in BC often, and I hope my boyfriend's, he's also doing the music thing over there too. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it'd be really cool for us to do. We've done a couple gigs together, some smaller stuff, but it'd be cool to play more out there as well for sure.
For sure, man. Like that would be and then you can even like drive out to Calgary or something.
Yeah, so Calgary is where, I love that you said Calgary. That's where the nationals are held for KWC every year. I've gone to
Okay, wow.
Calgary every summer for the last 7 years to sing. So
And Bethany, all you need is an acoustic guitar. You are the show. You
I'm
know what I mean?
trying.
Just show up and you play and you're good. And you're playing all over the place. I've seen Stonewall's in Hamilton. It's a nice
Yeah.
bar that, I've heard
Yeah.
a lot about anyway.
You gotta check it out. Stonewall's, again, I'm very familiar and comfy with that venue. A lot of our provincials for KWC were held there. And then these music rounds that Dave Woods does, really, I've participated in a few of those now, the singer-songwriter kind of in the round, and you get to share the stories behind the songs. I love hearing that from other musicians as well, and understanding their songwriting style compared to the stories or the experiences that they've lived. So I love those shows. Was very thankful for Dave Woods getting me in on that. Same thing with Nicole Ray. She does the harmonias around town. I've played in Burlington and Hamilton with her as well.
Beautiful. And you're playing Wednesday, November 26th at the Horseshoe Tavern. You go on first at around 8 p.m. Catch her there. It's the best place in Toronto, in my opinion. So don't miss out.
I love you said that.
And I'm going to try my best to be there. If I'm not, have a great show. Thank you for doing this and putting yourself out there. You didn't know what to expect. And, we're
Sitting
nice,
behind my phone for
nice
like an
people.
hour, like, what are they going to ask me?
But
thank you for reaching out. That's so
no
fun.
problem. Catch Bethany Bysma.music. So that's her. We're going to put it here. And check her out. She's a passionate, up-and-coming artist that I feel that it has a lot of talent. So check her out again. This is Frail Fragments Monster Closet, episode 187. It's Friday. Is it Friday? Friday, November 1st, 2025. Have a good weekend, folks. We out of here. Thank you so much. Peace.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
So this is called Red Eye 11. Red Eye because red eye flights, and also I cry a lot. Double meaning. Double meaning. Yeah. And I always play too fast. I get excited. Give me another kiss, goodnight, baby. Before we have to say goodbye. As we live inside the distance, on the stars alone, I'm wishing we're gonna be your guide. Wish I could be the wings you fly on. We would soar across the sky. Turn this one-way flight around, land it safely on the ground. You'll be home with me tonight. But the West Coast needs you. Ooh, baby, every time you leave, got a blue tear running, but it's okay. You're coming back to me. Boy, you got me humming la di da. Me and you, all this red I love it, red I love it. For 30 days I'm counting down the days and nights alone. Can you see across the mountain? Can you hear my heartbeat pounding while we're talking on the phone? 'Cause the East Coast needs you. Ooh, baby, every time you leave, got a blue tear running, but it's okay. You're coming back to me. Boy, you got me humming la di da. Me and you, all this red I love it. guys him. He's wonderful.